All right, everyone. So we just going for the next Zoom for the TMX, and of course, providing the all details about our TGE event, about the trading stuff, about that. Why DEX is great, why DEX is basically the way to make money with, and of course, like why it's better than centralized exchange. Yeah, of course, like many centralized exchanges is also great, right? But like we want to have some more freedom, right? We want to go like and work without KYC. We want to know that we're not gonna be blocked. Yeah, someday if like some centralized exchange will think that our money is not clean or something. So that way the decentralization, like decentralized exchange, decentralization is basically the way for us to be like free with that. Yeah, so like nobody can block you, nobody can do anything with that, and you and only you control all of your finances. Yeah, and just like Brian, today we're gonna go through some white paper that what we have, and of course about some trading part. We're gonna speak about the TGE event, so how to participate in that. So you're gonna be interested, and if you have some people who is interested in making money online, who is interested in some passive income, who want to find out the new ways for making money, you can bring them right now. Just send them the link and they can join our Zoom. Yeah, so just like that. And Brian, if you're ready, you can start.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? So I'm going to go over some things that we've already went over multiple times in Zooms, but just to because I still get questions from people that watch the Zooms every day. What TMX is TMX is a token, right? But we have TMX exchange. So I mean, we are decentralized, a DEX, right? Decentralized exchange that does futures trading, leverage trading, cryptocurrency, where people will utilize leverage from the exchange to trade. And then when the market goes straight down or straight up, or they over leverage themselves, they lose. And when they lose, that money goes into the exchange to help bring on more traders, and then those fees will pay us. So you'll earn passive income from staking the TMX token that you can buy now at the rock bottom price, like called like dinosaur price, like getting it so early. And you can also add liquidity later on when the whole liquidity provision part opens up for to add that side as well. So on the exchange, you don't, if you're on here and you're like, I don't trade, what is this for me? I don't know. Do you like passive income and only clicking a couple buttons? Then yes, it's for you. You do not have to trade. You don't have to do anything. You just have to use Ethereum to purchase these tokens through a TGE website, which I'm going to show you in a minute, probably from someone that invited you on here. When you do that, you'll have tokens and you can then stake into the exchange when the exchange launches. So from that, you will earn from the staking part. That's the number one way. Stake that token. When the token goes up, you can probably sell it on the exchange. Just click the sell button. We'll show you how to do that. We'll have lots of information on that too. But for those that do trade, we'll have the leverage trading, the spot trading. We'll have bots as well. We'll have all those things. Well, this is not a KYC um, exchange. This is working right through your DApp wallet, like Trust Wallet, that only has a 12-word phrase and probably a password that you set up. That's it. Maybe even your face recognition. So make sure you never lose your 12-word phrase. There's no IDs. I get asked all the time, well, isn't Trust Wallet uh, centralized? And I'm like, what part of that did you even put in any information? And they're like, well, I guess I didn't put any information in. I'm like, well, what part of that is centralized? And they're like, oh, I guess that doesn't so you got to understand a lot of people don't have a clue between centralized and decentralized, right? So decentralized is you put no, you don't even put an email into Trust Wallet or MetaMask. You get a 12-word phrase. And this is the way I was taught by some of the smartest crypto people. If you don't own your keys, like your 12-word phrase, you don't own your crypto. Because if Trust Wallet went down for some reason, like, hey, the Trust Wallet's not working anymore, I still have my 12-word phrase. I can import that wallet into MetaMask or SafePal or Token Pocket or just any other kind of wallet. Uniswap is a great one. You literally take your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask and import that wallet into Uniswap because then you can have the same wallet that you have in your MetaMask or Trust Wallet as in Uniswap. And then anytime you need to do a swap of a token, you can go right into Uniswap, bang, bang, swap all day long. That's what I did. Makes life a lot easier because sometimes people are like, how do I swap tokens on MetaMask? Like, go to Uniswap, connect your MetaMask wallet. So just import your wallet there. So, besides that, definitely get more knowledge on that. We'll probably do some key Zooms on teaching people crypto and what to do with that inside of the wallets. But back to the TMX exchange, right? So this is, I mean, it's going to be huge, folks. Back in 2020, there was like $1 billion daily in trading on decentralized exchanges. Then in 2023, there's 70 billion. Now we're in 2025, and it's probably around 10 billion a day, traded daily volume in decentralized exchanges. So it's only going to get more popular, more known. People are going to understand this, that, wow, I can do the same thing in MEXC as I can do inside of my own wallet and have complete control and never have to worry about them holding my funds, or I can do the same thing in my wallet as Bybit does. Maybe there's some other features in there, but sometimes it's not worth it. It's what's worth it is having complete control. That's the way I've always looked at it. I'm not a control freak, but I'd like to control my funds and what's going on. If I'm going to trade on this exchange or that exchange, if I have more control on another one that I know my crypto is safe, my money's safe, I'm going to use that and learn it. So, before going into the tokenomics here, I want to jump into the white paper. And this is an older one. We're going to have some changes made. So this is a lot of pages. I'm not going to go over all this. I'm not going to bore you guys out, on this. Just looking a little bit of the tokenomics, that's what they call it, like token allocation. So we got a TGE event. Well, actually, we're only doing 2.5% because we actually raised way more than 10% in the private investor and private seed phase because everybody from our trading platform moved their funds over. Plus, we raised 871,000. So between private investors and TGE event, it's only 15%, right? And then the rest of this has to be basically, I don't know if you want to call it like vested, or you have to earn it to get these tokens. And that's where I want to show you here, not on this page, but I'm going to show you this a little bit more, a little bit further down. But on the exchange, right, there's revenue sharing. This is what everybody in the crypto space should be losing their brains about and, like excited about, like, because they've probably never even seen anything like this before. So what TMX is, we're piggybacking off of GMX. People don't even know what that is. Only people that are experienced crypto people understand what GMX is, and they're like, yeah, I missed that boat. Jake didn't. He put 10 grand in and probably turned it over into like $300,000. Well, how did he do that? Well, on these exchanges, GMX has over 700,000 users in that exchange, right? They do leverage trading, all the same things that we're having as well. We got a little bit more parts to it that are cooler and newer. Jake knows what he's doing. So the revenue sharing in GMX, you get same as TMX. You're going to get 50% by adding the TLP. What's that? Tribe Liquidity Provision. It's literally liquidity. You're adding liquidity for the exchange. Bitcoin, Ethereum, stable coins, USDT, USDC, those tokens in here. And when the traders trade, those fees that are accumulated from trades like $3 fee, $4 fee, $50 fee, or you saw Jake do a trade the other day, posted it was a $300 fee. You get 50% of those for adding the liquidity. Remember, this money is in your wallet inside of TMX. You can always go in and click, claim, accept those earnings anytime. There's no 30 days. You can only withdraw that. No, anytime you can do that. You can withdraw your liquidity that you added, your crypto, anytime you want as well. Well, then there's 30% of the money that goes from the fees, the revenue sharing. And this goes to the protocol development fund to finance new features and improvements to the exchange, right? This is all coded on smart contracts. There's no other changes. No other money is going to get used. They can't mess with any of this stuff. Then there's the 20%. So this is 100%, right? I know math just enough to know that that's 100%. So this last 20% is distributed among TMX token stakers. That's us right now. We're all buying TMX and we're going to put it on the exchange. We're going to earn 20% from those fees, right? So when the liquidity comes later, we can start pumping in liquidity. We can take what we're earning from the token staking, put it into liquidity, and it's just going to be a well-tuned, well-oiled machine, and it's just going to run. So one thing I wanted to kind of come down and show you too is, this will change a little bit, right? There's TGE event on the bottom, right? There's million tokens. Well, we only did 500,000 because we did over that amount on the top, like I said a minute ago, between our tribe community moving their funds over and the private investors right here. Sorry, it won't highlight, but the 2 million right here. So then we got the liquidity provision, right? There's a million tokens for that. And then the ecosystem. And then we got, back to liquidity mining rewards, staking rewards, and core contributors. So you can look over here at cliff period. So the first thing that ever even happens is the core contributors will get a 6 month cliff period. That means in 6 months, some of this, if you come up here and you read a little bit more, this will be lockup period for, over 6 months, and then it will be distributed over 24 months. So that's 4 million tokens. That's it. The rest of this, staking rewards, a vesting period of 24 months. Private investors, this one is the vesting period. This will change because all of us are going to be able to take our private seed. This is the private investors' money and put them onto the exchange, I believe, instantly. And then this vesting period will be 6 months. So with that, we'll be able to unlock the token. Because honestly, to keep the price amazing and keep everything going, you don't want private seed investors to be able to dump their tokens right away because they got them for 50 cents. So, and then you're going to want to earn from the exchange, right? Then you look at the liquidity mining, vesting period 12 months, 24 months for the ecosystem. So it's going to be hard to get the tokens, right? It's going to be very hard to get the tokens. So this is something you just go in and read it a couple times and learn from it and go over it. So that's just something I wanted to explain. Like, man, it's going to be tough to get these tokens if you don't buy in the private sale or the TGE event. Because the rest of this is going to be like even the liquidity provision, you're gonna earn a little bit by having liquidity in. Same thing for the staking one, the staking rewards. You're gonna earn some of these, this 40% over here over time because you're staking your TMX tokens. You'll earn just a little bit. Okay. So we got an X page. Make sure you follow the X page. You get on there. I know some stuff. We got to get more stuff posted on there. We need to get more followers on there because that'll help us get onto more top tier exchanges. Top tier exchanges look at this and they want engagement. They want, sorry, I'm not logged in, but they want more hearts, more reposts, more comments. That's just what they want. You get bored, go in there and just comment on everything, like everything, heart it, repost it, and go that route. So, going into next, let's look. We can go into the charts too. I can show you right now. This is at 4 hour candles. Each one of these lines is a 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Okay. Still in this bull flag. We're still in this bull flag. We broke out a little bit. Then we got some, the economic news of war happening. We got a big dump, and then we came back, and then we're kind of just going sideways right now. We could have a dump still. We could go down to like even, Jake was saying 21. If you come across, it's like right here on the top of this one. That's where you're looking at it, right around here. So if that happens, you're looking to go to 21. But the first one you would go to is like 23.30. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't, it's hard because the markets are literally controlled by X and Trump half the time talking and tweeting stuff. So if he writes something of value, it goes up. If he writes, oh, we're going after him, send 500 jets, then it goes down, right? It's weird. Market analysis is all you can do is kind of look in here and be like, all right, if it does go down, this is the last line of resistance. If we could drop there, it could go down to 21. It's great buying time. I mean, if some news comes out here soon, this will pump and this will pump up here. So imagine this pumping to 35. Well, you're going to kick yourself in the butt that you didn't buy Ethereum at 24.92. I remember when we were telling people to buy it what was it down here, guys? It was like
1400.
1400. Go buy it. Or why should we buy it now? Well, not only it's going to go up, you'll have double the amount. So you'd have doubled to almost triple the amount of Ethereum. Instead of buying it up here at 35, you could have bought it at 14. Same thing with TGE and TMX, guys. You want to buy it now because you don't want to buy it 3, 4 months later because you're gonna be like, dang, this is like $8 or $10 or whatever it is. Wish I'd have bought more in the TGE event. Yeah, that's why we're here. So market analysis, it's almost like, gosh, what's going on? Today's flat. It's the 19th. It's a newer holiday in the United States. And then, there's lots of holidays all over the world. So the market's kind of stagnant today. So it brings us to our TGE page. If you're new, someone's going to send you this. You're going to click on it. You're going to see their referral goulash numbers all up here, all that. You're going to connect your Trust Wallet or your MetaMask. Well, here's my MetaMask. I'm going to click connect. I'm going to choose that, click connect again, and then bang, you're going to see, oh, I have a balance of 0.051. Well, I can actually make a deposit. So 0.05. I'll leave the one in there. Click deposit, click confirm, and then bang, I just bought some more. Okay, so we got a total pooled amount here. You got your balance right here. We got the white paper right here. Click that, look over it. The new one's coming out, so look over it. But remember, there's going to be some changes, so be prepared. We raised over 50%, which is awesome. You got our contract address that we'll end up importing to our wallets later on down the road. It shows your potential allocation. This will change by when more people buy. So if someone else buys, your amount will go down. You'll be like, oh no, I need to add more. This is kind of how it goes. And so then you got your balance. This doesn't say anything yet. And then you got affiliate side. This is the side I kind of want to, this isn't like a network marketing thing or anything like that. This is one level right now. But just referring people, I've been referring people like crazy. This is all I talk about. These are extra tokens that I have coming to me. It's over 5,000 tokens. Our token, 2 years from now, our token hits $100. Are you kidding me if I hold these tokens? Because there's no reason to sell them. I'm gonna hold these for that long and say, well, the work I did for 2 months in the TGE event, I'm gonna sell these at $100 a token. And yeah, do the math. That's incredible, right? Just on helping some people refer. So we just need your wallet address. Then you click that little copy logo right here, and then you can paste it in your notes and you have your stuff, okay? So with this, like I said, we do 500,000 tokens. No matter what, these 500,000 are going out to what we raise in Ethereum, okay? So this is a first come, first serve basis. Get in, get as much as you can because I feel like there's going to be the next week and a half, there's going to be a lot of Ethereum getting bought up. And don't be sitting on the sidelines waiting. So minimum is a 0.05 to get. So I mean, this is going to be fun. This is going to be the future of our exchange right now is the people that are getting started with us now because you guys are going to be here for a long time. So, I'm not going to try to, buy. You're going to be multimillionaires and everything like that. But this is a chance of a lifetime to earn passive income on the trading of traders trading, swapping, selling, and doing all those different things. So it's not like, we're all in this for a pump of a token to sell. Everybody that I know in here, probably everybody on this Zoom is looking for passive income. I would love to pull out $100 a day, $100 a week, $1,000 a week, whatever it is. Just try to think of an idea of like, what are you wanting to make and put in as much as you possibly can afford. One thing is like there's no 100% guarantees in life because you never know. I might not wake up tomorrow. I mean, I knock on wood, right? I hope I do. But this thing is paid for. The exchange is paid for. This is something that Jake has really been working on for almost since day one of starting Trade Tribe. He's like, we're going to start a DEX. And I'm like, I don't know, but you're really smart and I like it. Let's do it. Then teach me along the way. And along the way, it's like, I started trading more myself. And I'm like, man, I'm paying tons of fees. He goes, that's what's going to pay us in the DEX. It pays everybody that has tokens or adds liquidity. I'm like, oh, this isn't like Coinbase or crypto.com or even Bybit or Binance, where that's just probably like venture capitalists or they got their own money. Nobody, you can't go put money in there and get paid on those fees. You can on TMX and you have control. So I would say do your own research. And some of the coolest answers that I've got was asking Chat GPT or Chat AI, what's the difference between a centralized exchange and a decentralized exchange? What's the benefits of a decentralized exchange compared to a centralized exchange? And you're going to read that and you're going to go, you're almost going to get a little freaked out to be like, all right, I don't know if I trust centralized exchanges anymore because you're literally putting up you're putting your money in there hoping that they follow the rules and that nothing happens. They're more vulnerable for hacks. They can keep your money. You got a TMX, a decentralized exchange, that's taking the same source code that GMX has, that's been out for 5 years, has no problems, never hacked, everything runs smooth. You make a button push on the exchange, it does the process, right? That's what ours is on. Literally, there's not too many more changes. We're getting audited by the same company that audited theirs. So that way it's like, and then Jake's like, I think I might even audit that audit, just to make sure. So to me, we're in the right place, the right time. We're in the right type of an exchange to be a part of, a place for us to earn passive income from traders. When it launches, I'm sure there's going to be massive amount of marketing towards the exchanges all over the world. Like you'll be able to do Google, all types of different things like Google ads, impressions, anything to where if somebody searches for an exchange, it might show up first, and they click that, it goes to your link. Well, not only does that help the exchange, help the liquidity, help the fees, well, we're going to have a three-level, affiliate models, three levels. Anything after that is multi-levels, right? So a three-level is okay, and that'll be on the trading volume that's moved around from those people that you refer. They don't have to sit in futures trade and do all that. They can just do other trading in there or moving their tokens around or in anything, right? So those three levels are going to pay you in, I would believe it's going to be USDT because that's to me, I would want that because I want a stable, like if David goes and does this much trading in there underneath me or whatever, I share it with him and he shares it with James and he shares it with Donna and I'm making $10,000 a month just from sharing the exchange. I shared MEXC and some people went in and traded a lot and I went back in there and had like $8,000 sitting there. And I'm like, what, where, how, and like they pay you from other people's trading if you refer people to them, So that is something that's really cool. Jake's went to Dubai. We all know that. We've been on here, a lot of these people here. He's talked to Visa. Visa needs to see a successful platform. You can't just like launch Visa the same day that TMX launches. We need to launch it, show it's successful, show there's a community, everything. Then Visa will say, yep, let's do it. Because I'm seeing other programs get Visa just because they have a somewhat successful platform, right? So this is going to be a very, very big success. We have big time YouTubers making videos all over the world. Yahoo Finance, Fox News, all these different ones have put articles out there. We got a great marketing team. We're hiring more marketing people as well. So with that, we're going to have some really cool things down the road. No, this is not a, get rich quick thing. You're going to buy these tokens and message me tomorrow and say, what am I making per day? No, that's not it. That's not it. I laugh at people when they send me, hey, jump into this. You're going to make 4% a day on sports arbitrage trading. Like, come on, man. Like let's do something that's real, that's going to be long term, something I can make income and walk away and never worry about a website going away. Never be scared that it's going to fail. Never think someone's going to pull that rug out underneath you and just walk away with everything because that's not what's going to be here. That the first thing is everything's audited by a real company, so they can't happen. So that's I'm open for questions. You guys want to drop any questions? Tim, if you got something I didn't cover, you can go. David, same thing.
Yeah, I think you did that all, Brian. Yeah, so just like provide all the details. So just want to add, guys, that just basically buy more tokens. Yeah, because like we're buying this ourselves also. Yeah, like all the time. Yeah, so just like I can go maybe for this one. Yeah, you can see that in our chat, we always have, some pop-up message that when someone is buying this. Yeah, so like I have also some on my wallet. Yeah, which I want to buy. Yeah, like some more. I'm not sure like if you could see that. Yeah, but I think you could see, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put like one more Ethereum, yeah, in that, and just like for today, like 2,500 bucks, and just basically it should be pop up right now that one Ethereum.
Right now I see Telegram only.
You can see the Telegram, right?
Yeah, all I see is oh, you're buying right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
buying right now on the
we can see
phone.
it
I'm
pop
buying
up.
on the phone, and basically, just like it's gonna be the pop up message right there. So just like we confirm that right here, right? So the confirmation just went through and just like waiting for this message. Yeah, it should be right now here, right? You can see.
Boom. There it is.
So like one Ethereum, so like we're buying this also all the time, guys, and like we're saying that it's basically just this month is gonna be finished, and like TGA is gonna be finished as well. So like don't miss this time, right? And don't wait to the last day, because like not so many days, yeah. So we have and just like use this moment. Yeah, maybe Dave also want to add something.
Yeah, no, just real fast. Brian does a really good job of giving the value and overview, and I always have takeaways from these Zoom calls. But two things that I really got from this was basically you're 1,000% in control. So remember that this is you're in control. I like to be in control. This is a decentralized exchange where you have the keys to your own wallet, where you own it, and basically, who doesn't like to be in control, right? Secondly, is the revenue share. It's a way Brian hit the nail on the head. Everybody wants to make passive residual income, even if it's $100 a day. I'm all for it. That's what I'm good with that, right? So basically, it's just one of those things, guys, where we got limited time left before the TGE is over. So buy, and just keep sharing the Zoom calls with everybody. But other than that, man, great Zoom call again, Brian. I'll send it back to you.
All right, guys. So we'll be back here on Monday, and I think Tim will probably post the Monday's link maybe during the weekend. And
Yeah.
that's one to really invite to because if we do the giveaway, we're gonna want people to probably turn on their cameras because there's a lot of skeptical people that are jumping in on the giveaway calls, right? You can see our core group kind of here, but on Mondays and Wednesdays, it's like, where are these names? Are crazy, everything's crazy. So we want to make sure the right people win those giveaways. So, invite anybody and everybody that that is interested on understanding how to do it. Make a short video on how to stake your coins and how to put them into liquidity. Well, Josue, inside of our Telegram, right? We have topics. So I'll share that really quick and I'll show you. So to go inside of here, it's literally right here. It says how to invest into TMX. Here's a video. Scroll up a little bit. Here's a video on the phone. Here's a video on the computer on how to buy TMX tokens. How to invest in TMX. That's where you do it. We don't obviously not adding liquidity right now to the exchange because we're still in the TGE phase. But that's where you want to go and learn how to do that. So, but that's it. How often should this be done, weekly or daily? And so now, I mean, that's down the road. Whenever you're withdrawing from your staked tokens in USDT, you can add to the liquidity. It's up to you on how you want to roll that in. So yeah, guys, I'll see you Monday. Got any questions? Post all your cool stuff and any questions, crypto updates, news, post it all in our Telegram. Get as active in there as you can. Invite as many people. We love it and we love our community and we really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys on Monday and have a great weekend and spend some time with your families. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, David. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks,
Great
guys.
weekend, everybody.
See you on Monday. Bring people for the giveaway. Don't forget about that. See you.